Okay, what is the value of 3,000s, 28 tens, and 51s? When they say value, means you are needed to write out the number. I want the whole number, all the numbers that is required here, because it's broken up into 3 different place value, the home, the houses, right? They say 3,000s. You can see thousands there. So thousands is 30, 3,000. 28 tens. Tens is 10280. 50 ones. Ones is just one, number one, right? So 51 means just 50. There's no zero there. Okay. Then what you have to do is just add up together and then you get your answer. How do I add up? 3,280, 50 plus together. Start with your ones. 0, 0, 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 plus 5 is 13. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus nothing is 3. Okay, so the answer is 3, 3, 3, 0. 3,330. Answer is number 4. Understand? Next one. Which of the following numbers shows the numbers are arranged from the greatest to the smallest? Okay, I want the greatest to the smallest. Okay. So if you look at this, we need to look from the left to the right. Which one is correct? Which one is correct? Is it option 1? Is it option 2? Option 3? Option 4? Okay, let's look at option 1. The first number is 7,991. Second number, 7,299. Then 7,919. Then 7,932. This is the biggest. This is the biggest. Okay. But this one is the smallest. So this is out. All right. Next one. 7,000. Option number 2. 7,299. You see, I always underline the second number. Okay. 7,919, 7,932, 7,991. The first one, this one is the smallest, so out. I want the greatest there. So this is out also. Option number 3. This is 7,299, 7,991, 7,932, 7,919. You see, they start off with 7,200 again. Again, this is smallest, out also. Okay, then number 4, 7,991, 7,992, 7,919, 7,200. So this is the smallest, correct? This is the biggest, correct? Let's check in between. Let's check these two, between these two. So you see the last two number, this is 32, this is 19. 32 is bigger than 19. Number 4 is the correct answer. Okay. Find the difference between this number 5,136 and 3,192. Difference means subtract, minus, compare. Okay, it means that. So I'm supposed to take 5, 1, 3, 6 minus 3, 1, 9, 2 equals to what answer? How do I minus? Then I do my working, right? 5, 1, 3, 6, 3, 1, 9, 2 minus. Start with your ones, please. Start with this. 6 minus 2. If you do not understand yet, you can break it up like that. If you do not know where to start first, okay, you break up the numbers like this. So 6 minus 2 is 4. 3 minus 9 cannot. So you have to borrow from the next one here, the next group, the next house, which is the hundreds. Okay, so you borrow 1 there. So this one becomes 0, right? So 13 minus 9 will give me 4. Okay, now 0 and 1, I cannot minus. Again, I have to borrow from the other house. Okay, so I borrow 1 there. Then here become 4. Then we do 10 minus 1 is 9. And then 4 minus 3 is 1. Answer is 1944. 1944. Muhammad is correct. Number is not Muhammad just now. Who is just now, the boy? Iskandar. Sorry. Okay, Muhammad is the number 4. Right? What is the missing number in the number pattern below? So if you want to find number pattern, always find the difference. We did difference for number 3, right? So we are going to find the difference between the two numbers, like this and this first. Difference means you have to minus. So if you can see, you just have to look at the different number, which is these two. Then you minus them. And then you realize that from the first 1,558 to 1,568, it increased by 10. Okay. Then this, if you check these two, we are going to compare this number. So from 1,600 and 1,568 and 1,588, it increased by 20. How do I know that? So let's look at 1,568 and 1,558. If you minus, you get 10. And then if you take 1,588 and 1,568, you minus, you get 20. See? You just have to look at that number, the difference of the number in between. So you can say, I have to add something here also, right? But I do not know add what. Okay, never mind. Then we look at the next two numbers first. Let's check at these two numbers, okay? This and this. So what do we have to do? We have to minus them. From here to here, increase by what? So I minus 1,708, 1,658 minus 0. Then, this is 0. Then 0 minus 5 cannot, right? I have to borrow from the next one, 6. Then become 10. 50. So it is plus 50. Okay, let's check between these two. I can do shortcut. Here 0, here 6. That's the difference, what? Okay, so it's plus 60. Can you see there's a pattern going on? Can you see a pattern going on? From 10 to 20, 10, 20, 20 to something, and then something to the other one will be another pattern, and then 50 to 60. If you can see, the pattern increased by 10, increased by 10, increased by 10, increased by 10, and then lastly. So which means in this case, 20 plus 10, 20 plus 10 equals to 30. So this one is 1,588 plus 30 equals to. Okay, so if you do not know 1,588 plus 30, you just add like that. 8, here will be 1161618. Answer is option number 3, 1618. Okay, then later on 1618, you plus another 10. So over here will be plus 40. That's why you see the next one is 5. 1 plus 40 is 58. Okay. All right. What must be added to 1253 to get this? If you rephrase this sentence, it means what is blank must be added to 1253 to get 6347. Like that. You are supposed to find a blank in front. So what must I do to find that blank in front? If you do not understand how to do this and the number is so big, then we use a simple example, okay? Blank plus 2 equals 5. How do I get this blank? What do I do to get that blank? I simply take my 5 and 2 and I subtract. Same goes for here. I take these two numbers and I subtract. Okay, so to get the blank, you take 6, 3, 4, 7. Take away 1, 2, 5, 3 equals to 7 minus 3, 4. 4 and 5 cannot minus, so I have to borrow from the other one, this group, okay? 14 minus 5 is 9, then 2 minus 2 is 0, 6 minus 1 is 5. Answer is number 1. A, form the smallest 4-digit even number. So this is A, okay? Smallest 4-digit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smallest even number. So the number that you start in front, the first number, which is supposed to be here, will be the smallest number from the group. I cannot start with the smallest 0, cannot. So the next smallest is 3. Okay, so I'm done with this, can cross. Then even number means it must end with a number that is even. 5 and 7 is an odd number. This is odd, this is odd. The even is 0. So 0 is at the back there. Okay, this is out, done. Between 5 and 7. One smaller, so which one is a smaller number, 5 or 7? If I compare, 5 is the smaller number, right? So 5 comes first and then the blank is 7. So answer is correct. Very good. Okay, now we check Alia's answer. She said the answer is 7503 for part B. Form the greatest 4-digit odd number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so greatest means you need to start with the greatest number that's given there, which is number 7. So we start with 7 here. So done. Then odd number. So I cannot use an even number. This is even number. This is odd. This is odd. So which one do I want? I want to form the greatest odd number, right? So between my 5 and 3, my 5 must come first, which means my 5 cannot be at the back here, even though it's odd, cannot be at the back because it is a bigger number. So it must be second in place, okay? Then my 3 will be at the last because I want an odd number. So this one done, this one done. I'm left with 0. So just fill up the 0 there. So correct. Alia is also right. Okay, good. Darius and Ivan shared some game cards equally. Darius lost 158 game cards to Ivan during a game. How many more game cards did Ivan have than Darius in the end? So something happened to them. Okay, Darius lost a certain number of game cards to Ivan. So before I can start on that, I draw a model which tells me that the first, hang on, they have this equal number at the first place, right? So Darius and Ivan, I draw that one first, okay? Darius and Ivan model will be the same because they have an equal number of game cards at first, like this. Then what happened? Darius lost 158 game cards to who? Ivan. So part of this, let's say here, 158. He lost this one. So this one will move to Ivan. So you add on 158 here. Okay, now this one, if you look properly, if you look at this part and this part, that part there in the model is also 158. Okay, they are the same here and here, this part, these are the same. Okay, so right now, in the end, Darius no longer have 158. Darius only have this green color shaded part. Ivan, on the other hand, have the green color shaded part, same. These two parts are the same, but Ivan have extra. These are the extra. Okay, and this extra is what you want to find. All right, and the extra means 158 plus 158 equals to 316. And that is the answer. Very good. Correct. The difference between two numbers, difference means you need to minus, right? Between two numbers is this much. The smaller number is 4520. That's a smaller number. There is a bigger number, right? Find the sum of the two numbers. So I have small number. I have big number. Okay. So smaller number is just 420. So small number, I just draw short one like that. Then I know there's a bigger number, right? Longer number. Okay, let's draw a long one until here. Oops, sing it. Okay. Right, long enough. Okay. Then they say there is a difference. which is 3,000. So the difference is this part here. Can you see the extra part there? Okay, this is 3,000. My small number is given as 420. So I know this is 420. If this is 420, these two parts are the same. Here is also 420. Can see? All right. So this 3,000 is inside here, 3,000. I can write it inside also. So I can erase here. Since I know that the 3,000 is inside, the same thing. You want to put outside, inside, also the same thing. I want to find the sum, the total. The total. First things first, can I find what's the big number first? This is what you need to find first. Then this is my sum. Okay, so my first step is 3,000 plus 420 equals to 3,420. This is my big number. This is my big. So to find the sum of the two numbers, I take my big plus my small equals to answer, right? So equals to my big is 3,420 plus my small 420 equals to, so you add 3,420 plus 420, 0,483, 3,840 answer. So this one is not right. Okay, answer is 3,840. Okay. Maria sold 2,000 tarts. 1,080 of them were egg tarts and the rest were apple tarts. How many more egg tarts than apple tarts did Maria sell? So there is a comparison. That this more is a comparison more, which means I need to compare later the number of egg tarts and the number of apple tarts. All right. So let's start doing this. I know that she sold 2,000 tarts. So I draw a whole model to show 2,000. Okay. This is 2,000 tarts. And then 1,080 are egg tarts. Okay. Let's say about here. So this one is egg tarts. The rest are apple tarts. Egg tarts I know is 1,080. Can I find my apple tarts first? I can, right? To find my apple tarts, I take 2,000 minus 1,080. Okay, and I will be getting 920. So this is apple tarts. So this is apple. My egg tarts, I know already just now is 1,080. So if I want to know the comparison, I take my egg tarts minus apple tarts equals to 1,080 minus 920, right? And then when you minus, you will get 160, not 380. Okay, is 160. After 126 people entered a hall and 285 people walked out of the hall, there were 748 people in the hall. How many people were in the hall at first? Okay, so I want to know the number of people at first. So what do I do here? What do they mean when they say enter? Enter means it's added on, right? Enter means added on, plus on. 285 means walk out. Walk out means the people becomes lesser. They left the hall. Then this is the balance, or what we say the leftover, the number of people left in the hall. Okay, so we are going to work backwards. All right, we are going to work backwards. So we are going to look at the balance first. We know there are 748 in the end. All right, so what do I want to know? I know I have a total of 748 people. After 285 people walk out, so you do the opposite. If 285 people walk out means minus, I will do the opposite, means I take them back. Whoever walk out, I take them back because I want to know at first. I want to go backwards. This is the working backwards concept. right? So we go backwards. So those who left, take them back. How many must I take them back? 285. Okay, I take them back already. So I will add up. If you want, you can do your working. 7, 4, 8 plus 2, 8, 5. 8 plus 5, 13, 8 plus 4, 12 plus 1, 13, 7 plus 1, 8, 9, 10, right? 1033. So now got 1033. Then what happened to this 1033? We go backwards again. So we look. There are 126 people who entered the hall. So at first, these people did not enter the hall. So you take them away. I don't want them. I don't want them to enter yet. So I take 1033 minus 126 like this equals to, so you minus now 1033 minus 126. This is 7. 3 minus 2. So you have to borrow, right? So become 0. 0 minus 1 cannot borrow. 10 minus 1 is 9. 907. So correct. Muhammad is right. Okay, so we must understand, we go backwards means we look at the leftover, then we look at the first number, whatever the question say, you do the opposite. You do the opposite of what the question tell you to find the answer at first. All right. A baker baked some cupcakes. I do not know how many. I know that he baked some cupcakes, all right? And then what happened? After selling 1,958 cupcakes, he baked another 238 cupcakes. He sold some, then he baked some more, okay? In the end, he had this much cupcakes left, including those that he baked. How many cupcakes did the baker bake at first? Okay, what we can do here is he baked some cupcakes, right? So I'm going to draw a whole model. You know, a whole model looks like this. Just one line this way. One bar model. Okay. So what happened is out of these whole cupcakes that he have, he sold some of it. Let's say that whatever he sold is this much cupcakes. He sold this much cupcake. Okay. He sold this one. This one is what he sold. And it's 1958. Okay, this is what he sold. Right? Then what happened? So I'm done with this, right? Then what happened? I know that he baked another 238 cupcakes. So when I have sold there, so this is my leftover, right? Then I add in some more because I bake some more 238 cupcake. 238 cupcake I bake. Okay. So with all this information, the leftover and the 238 which I just baked, this is a total of, in the end, he have a total of 500 cupcakes left. Okay, so this is inclusive of the one that he baked. This is just what he baked extra. And the one that I have left over after I sold is 500. Now, my issue is, can I find this part here? What is left after he sold that part there? That's my issue there. Okay, so what I can do is to find that leftover part, I can simply take 500 because if you look at this model here, this part here, 500 take away 238 equals to, okay, it will be 262. So this one is 262. Okay, and what he have at first is, it's based on the model that I highlight. This is what he have at first, the blue color highlighted one. This is what he have at first, this part. Okay, so this is what he have at first. And this is what I want to find at first. All right. So at first, what does he have? He have 1958. You plus this 262. You are going to get your answer of 2,220 cupcakes. So your answer 2220. So you're working here. You should be writing out like 500 minus 238. Then you do your working, and then 1958 plus 2, 6, 2. And then you do your working like this. Understand? Okay. Okay. For this question, Denise collected 1,500 seashells. Irene collected 900 seashells. Denise gave some seashells to Irene so that they would have the same number of seashells. Okay, if you look at the numbers at first, between Denise and Irene, you can tell that Denise have more, right? So when I draw my model, I can draw out Denise and Irene, that Denise will be longer than Irene. This is Denise. And then this will be Irene, let's say about here. Okay, so Denise have 1,500 seashells like this. Then Irene have 900. Okay, what I want is, I want to know how many this Denise must give to Irene so that they have the same number of seashells. Okay, so you can tell that if you look at this part here, this blue part here is the extra for Denise. From the extra, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of it. Okay, I'm going to take half of this. So this shaded one will be given to Irene. So it becomes this way. The shaded one now goes here. Okay, so once the shaded one goes there, then this one no more shaded part. Then I want you to look at the model again. So Denise will have the yellow colored one. Irene will have the yellow colored one. Can you see that they're not equal? They're not equal. Okay. So how many did Denise give to Irene then? What do I do? So if you look at it, what I did was I take the comparison. Can you see the blue line that I draw just now? At first, this one, this blue line. This is the comparison or the difference between 1,500 take away 900 and you will be getting 600. Then what happened to the 600? This is the 600 just now. Remember I said I cut it into two. I divide it into two parts. 600, I divide it into two parts, equals to 300. So which means the one that is given to Denise, this one, the one that moved here, is actually 300. That's my answer. 300. Okay. Okay. Ken had 280 cards. After James gave 75 cards to Ken, both had the same number of cards. How many cards did James have at first? All right, so the issue here is we are given what Ken have at first. Ken have this much, right? And then James gave 75 cards to Ken, which means if James can give 75 cards to Ken, James got extra, more than Ken. This is what I understand. Because he can give to Ken, means this James person as compared to Ken, James is more than Ken. So this is my first model I'm going to draw. Ken and James. Ken and James. Ken is longer than James. Ken is 280. James is like that, longer. Okay, let's say about here. We're going to stop there. Okay, so we know Ken is 280. So we write down the 280 here. Okay, and then we know that James gave 75 cards to Ken. So out of this long model, maybe the part that is given to Ken, okay, not so long, shorter bit. Okay, let's say about here. Okay, this is 75. So this 75 is given to Ken. Then when it is given to Ken, both had the same number of cards. So this 75 blue part move up to Ken. And then this is 75 also. And then you can see that the model is the same. Look at Ken, yellow color. Look at James, yellow color. Can you see that the models are the same? The models are the same already. Okay. So now, how many cards did James have at first? So if you look at this is 75. Here is also 75. Okay. This is the part. This is 280. So here is also 280. They are the same. Now, how many cards did James have at first? I want to find this whole part. That's all I want to find. Can I find how many James have? So we simply take 280 plus 75 plus 75. Okay, equals to, so your working should be on your right hand side like that. You put 280 plus 75. Once you get your answer, then you add another 75. Okay, so in this case it's 5. 8 plus 7 is 15. 2 plus 1 is 3. Then 3, 5, 5, you plus another 75. Okay, and then you are going to get your answer 430. That's answer. 430 cards. Okay. An adult concert ticket costs $28. A child concert ticket costs $10. Mr. Lim and Mrs. Lim paid $86 for the concert tickets. How many children did Mr. and Mrs. Lim bring to the concert? So I want to know the number of children they brought along. So Mr. and Mrs. Lim are adults, right? So we have Mr. and Mrs. Lim. So I'm going to write down first. Adult is $28. Child is $10. So Mr. Lim plus Mrs. Lim, this is 2 adults already. So 2 adults means this much. How many does the ticket cost for the 2 adults? So $28 times 2 adults ticket equals to, so 28 times 2 will be 56. If you do not know how to do your this part, 28 times 2, this is also known as 28 plus 28. Okay, so that one, as usual, you're working with 28 plus 28. 56. All right, so this is adult, settled already. Now, the whole concert ticket that they bought, if I want to draw my model, I will draw my whole model. The tickets cost $86. Okay, and I know that my adult tickets is this one, which is actually $56. The rest are the children ticket. How much is the children ticket first? That's what I need to do. How much is it? So to find the children tickets, I take $86 minus $56 equals to $30. Okay, so now we know that each child is $10. Now I have a total of $30. How many child did she bring or they bring? So $10, $10, $10. There are 3 groups of 10, right? Equals to 3 children. How many did they bring? 3 children. Answer. Here. So the different figures are made up of 6 used to form the figures itself. So if you look at figure 1, how many sticks are there? There are, if you count properly, 1, oops. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why they say figure 1, 6 sticks, right? Figure 2, how many sticks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's why they say 11. And then figure 3, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There they say 16. And the thing goes on. All right, so I'm going to put it up. So they ask you in the question here, which figure is formed with 51 sticks? That's part B. For part A, you need to complete the table. There is a pattern going on from 6 to 11. Find a difference. Difference means I'm taking 11 minus 6 equals to 5. So it increased by 5. From 11 to 16, also plus 5. So from 16 to this number, also plus 5. This number to the next number, also plus 5. Okay, now to find the part 1, what is that? You need to plus 5, right? So this is actually 16 plus 5 equals to 21. 21 is the answer. The next one, 21 plus 5. 21 plus 5 equals to 26. That is the answer. Okay. Now, for part B, I want to know the opposite. They give you the total number of sticks, and then you need to know which figure is formed with that. So I'm going to continue the table. So just now was 5, right? So I'm going to continue with 6, 7. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we continue here. All right, so we can draw the lines. This is a continuation from the table on top. So 26 is the top one. Then you continue here will be plus 5. So 26 plus 5, 31. Then plus another 5 will be 36. And then you plus another 5 will be 41. And plus another 5 will be 46. And then you plus another 5 will be 51. And then you see, I see the 51 already, right? Which figure is that? Figure number 10. So for part B, the answer is figure 10. All right, Ken?